Thurman Thomas. And the Bills are on the board. Behind Jim Kelly, 1st and 10. Picked off by Andre Reed on a crossing route, and watch out. Andre Reed scores!
Yeah, you know, you just sensed it, Vern. You just...
Well, I'm not sure who the splatterer was and the splatteree.
Yeah, the old bug on the windshield.
Charles Way and Rodney Hampton back in.
Oh,
Brown is hit.
Fumble.
That is a fumble.
Bill
Who got it? Buffalo.
And I think it's Spielman who's got the ball.
Kenner. Albright to snap. Moore with the hold. Perfect. Buffalo wins in overtime.
They're trying. They're trying, though. All right, Billy, another one of the bizarre chapter. Well, the Patriots against the Buffalo Bills. Bill Parcells has been a thorn in Buffalo's side. As Giants coach, of course, he was there when the Giants beat the Bills in Super Bowl 25. And as Patriots coach, he's seen that team beat Buffalo the last 3 games. But already just in week 2 of the season, the Patriots, particularly their quarterback Drew Bledsoe, have provided a puzzle that not even Parcells may be able to solve. And here we go in a day that was awful. Hurricane Fran, it was an Edmund Fitzgerald type day, raining in sheets at Orchard Park. Jim Kelly across the middle had a horrible day, picked off by Chris Slade. So what happened? He falls down, the whistle doesn't blow. He thinks the play's over. John Peter picks up the ball. It's Buffalo's ball. After a field goal, look at that little Meggett have trouble. Dave Meggett rumbling, bumbling, fumbling. Bills recover. Thurman Thomas, touchdown, 10-3 Bills. Drew Bledsoe. This is what it would look like. 2nd and goal. Drew Bledsoe to Ben Winter coats. He needed one today. Incomplete, or at least raincoats. 3rd and goal. Bledsoe. Adam Vinatieri misses a 25-yard field goal. 10-3 Buffalo at the half. Bruce Smith and Bruce Armstrong have had some great battles over the years.
And Bruce Smith, an outstanding day with 3 sacks on a day. You see him there use the underneath pressure and lined up on one of the great ones, Bruce Armstrong, and then he uses his power rush and again gets inside. And then look at Drew Bledsoe try to get rid of this ball underneath. Curiouser and curiouser.
3 sacks for Bruce Smith today. 3rd quarter, down 10-3. Bledsoe throws, and the rookies come under some scrutiny. Terry Glenn makes a diving catch, rolls into the end zone. 6 for 76, including the touchdown. We're tied at 10. 5.5 left in the game. Jim Kelly was picked off 3 times. Better late than never, so he throws it to Quinn early, and he could go all the way. Touchdown, 63 yards. The Bills are up 17-10. Late in the 4th quarter, the same score, under a minute to go. Bledsoe, now he warms up. Look at this throw on the run to Terry Glenn, down to the Bills' 18 before he stopped. Tick, 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 tick. Then instead of spiking, Marino-like.
Yeah, he fakes the ball, tries to throw to Hanson Graham. Not a really good throw, but Marion Kerner with the interference penalty.
So the interference, and the Patriots are in business inside the goal. 1st and goal, Bledsoe incomplete. 8 seconds to go, 2nd and goal. Bledsoe incomplete. 4 seconds to go, 3rd and goal. But a draw play. It's Meggett. He stopped. And the Buffalo Bills stop the Patriots on the 2-yard line. Bill Parcells disgusted. And the Bills beat the Patriots 17-10. It was certainly not a day for offense, as neither team amassed 300 yards. The Bills only had 231. The Patriots had about 70 more yards than that. But despite the 3 interceptions, Kelly's late heroic win it to the Buffalo Bill. Tommy.
The Pittsburgh Steelers 24 and the Buffalo Bills 6. Next week, the Dolphins.
Buffalo Bills, I mean, they were waiting, were the Buffalo Bills, for Dallas to come into town. And so were all their fans. 52-17, 30-13, Super Bowls 27 to Super Bowl 28. But now the Dallas came in, they had no Jim Kelly. What were they going to do? Well, nobody circles the wagons better than the Buffalo Bills. Certainly not the last decade. With Kelly on the sidelines, the youngster Todd Collins makes his 2nd career start. And Collins, very quickly, as we told you on NFL Countdown, to the tight ends. Tony Klein down to the 3. 2nd and goal. Thurman Thomas, who looked twice as fast as he did on Monday night, touchdown, an impressive opening drive, Tom. 7-0 as the Bills controlled it for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, and controlling both sides of the line of scrimmage. We talked about it this morning. If they were going to win the game, they were going to have to run the football. Here you see Emmitt Smith being stuffed at the line of scrimmage by Mark Maddox. And then on the other side of the ball, and we take a second look at it here, you can see they got great penetration at the line of scrimmage. And then on the other side of the ball, Derek Holmes with a nice hole. You see the offensive lineman working. And again, we see missed tackles, 10 in the first quarter by the Dallas Cowboys. So they didn't improve from last week.
Only Dion prevents the TD right here. So Collins, with the Bills up 7-0, gives it to Timmy Tyndale. He's at the 1-0, but it's a big fumble. It's rumbling, bubbling, stumbling out of the end zone. Touchback would have been 14-0 Bills. Instead, it's Dallas ball at their own 20-yard line. Ominous skies, dusk over Rich Stadium. Cowboys' first possession of the third quarter. 6 minutes in, Aikman over the middle. Intercepted by Emmanuel Martin. And he's going to return it deep into Dallas territory. Goes all the way to the 9-yard line. That sets up a Steve Christie field goal, 10-0 Buffalo. Aikman's pass into the hands of Emmanuel Martin. And the Bills again in business. Bills ball just over 2 minutes ago in the third quarter. Todd Collins. But here's Darren Woodson making the pick. But on the return, it's been this sort of day for Dallas. He is whacked. And it's at their mouth. And Lonnie Johnson recovers for the Buffalo Bills. So, still Bills ball. Todd Collins nailed by Hervin McCormick. Twists his ankle, sprained ankle, had to leave the game. Alex Van Pelt comes in. Fourth quarter. Now, he's only thrown 18 career NFL passes. There's his 19th. So the Cowboys figure, well, even though we got cuts as Leon Lett, we can come back. 7:14 to go in the game. Aikman. And watch Herschel Walker, Tom, on this catch.
Yeah, and what a hit by Schultz.
Jeez, he knows nothing with the hit.
You know, a nice job of launching himself like a missile and turning Herschel Walker around.
About 2 plays later, Emmitt Smith gets the touchdown. First second half touchdown for Dallas this season. It's a 10-7 game. 3rd and 6 under 5 minutes ago. Van Pelt almost intercepted by Deion Sanders. The Cowboys defense hold the Bills. But the Bills defense of Wade Phillips, who were maligned on Monday night. Look at Bryce Pop. Leap Emmitt Smith and pop Troy Aikman. Aikman gets one more chance. 2:02 to go in the fourth quarter. He was battered by the Bills defense that knew they had to buckle it up. Aikman looks for Deion Sanders. But look at the play by Thomas Smith. And Aikman shaken up, sandwiched between Bryce Pop and Bruce Smith, Sean Price. Early reports, sprained ankle for Aikman, but remember the game's just ended. We'll have to get you more reports later on. But the Buffalo Bills, in their first strong performance of the season, frankly, up there marked at 3-1. And the Dallas Cowboys are 1-3 for the first time since 1990. That's the last time they missed the playoffs. By the way, no team has ever started 1-3 and won a Super Bowl. Chargers at the Raiders. The Raiders have a 1-game winning streak after having their 8-game. Colts, minute 10 to go. Bills down 13-10, no timeouts left. The youngster, Todd Collins. Somehow, how does he do it? Where's quit early? It's late in the game, you go to early. Down to the 43-yard line. After a spike to stop the clock, Collins. Derek Boldsheet down over the middle, down to the 19-yard line. After 3 attempts into the end zone, the Bills, Steve Christie, 37 yards. Good. We're tied at 13. Into the darkness at Rich Stadium. Then it's lightning striking again. It's Steve Christie in overtime. It's good. The Bills, with Todd Collins, have won 2 games at home. They've beaten the Cowboys, and now they've knocked the last team from the rank of the undefeated, the Colts. Buffalo 16. The game of the AFC. It's been that way for just about a decade. As a matter of fact, the 16th time these two teams have met in the 90s alone. Marv Levy has had great success against Miami. 17-5 as head coach of the Buffalo Bills. But this time it was Jimmy Johnson that was coaching the Miami Dolphins. Certainly a coaching change wouldn't make a difference in the Buffalo Stampede at home over the Dolphins, now would it? Jim Kelly missed the last 2 games. Bad hamstring warming up. Dan Marino, another member of the class of 83, still has to sit. He watched his friend Kelly struggle. Picked off early by the rookie Zach Thomas. Then Jimbo looks for Andre Reed. In the wind, did not look good. More Jimbo. Swing pass to Thurman Thomas, a little bit too far. And Tommy, then he's pressured by Trace Armstrong.
And Jimbo always been a guy willing to hold on to the football, to wait for the routes to come open. They're stripped by Tim Bowens. Trace Armstrong makes the recovery.
Wow, first quarter, 1 for 4 for 4 yards, and then here comes the pass rush, which Todd Collins didn't have to face. Tim Bowens had a pair of sacks, Trace Armstrong 2.5. Here's one of them. Here's 2 of them. Goes around Parker, and then here's a half of them. So they were coming, 7 sacks in all, in addition to all the other trouble that Jim Kelly was having. Third quarter, 7-0 Miami. Randall Hill says, call my number. So Craig Erickson, first start as a Dolphin. Here you go, Randall. Former college teammate, it works. Jeff Burris is beaten 61 yards down the sideline. That sets up the chagrin of Marv Irving. Irving spikes, 1 yard, touchdown, 14-0 Miami in front of a packed house at Orchard Park. Kelly and the Bills look to come back. Now he runs the no huddle, and it took a while to get going, but he hits Quinn early. Gain of 27 yards. Same drive, Thermal Thomas. Boy, he has killed the Dolphins through the year. 19 yards. You think they're not pumped up? The youngster, Reuben Brown, into the stands himself. 14-7, the Bills have cut it to 7. Fourth quarter, same score. Jimmy's hair, even a little bit messed. Kelly to Reed, slant, 16 yards. Kelly looking for Reed, but picked off by Calvin Jackson as Kelly tried to force the ball.
Yeah, exactly. You look at the contingent of Dolphins around the football right there. Almost inevitable that one of them was going to get a pick.
Now with the score, same 14-7 in the fourth. Craig Erickson. Bruce Smith says, wait a minute, we can do something about this. What does he do here? Tries to fire up the entire team. The Bills get the ball back. Just over 2 minutes to go. Down by a touch. Kelly, that old magic to Andre Reed. Beats the defender, makes the move, and he's gone, except for the speed of Terrell Buckley. Remember that play as they go to the 1. So first and goal at the 1. Certainly, here comes the tying touchdown. But Kelly in the pocket throws it to no one. They actually called this intentional grounding.
Yeah, and granted, there was no receiver there, but it's a play that's almost never called.
So second down's now from the 11. Lost it down in yards. That is not intentional grounding, but it's incomplete. Third and goal from the 11. Tripsters Kelly. Barely gets it to Thurman. Now fourth and goal from about the 9. Watch what happens. Kelly. Picked off by Terrell Buckley. He's not going to get him. Parker says, let me nail somebody, but he's not going to get Buckley. Go all the way. 91 yards. Touchdown, Miami. They're up 21-7. Horrible day for Kelly. Migraine headache for Marv. Good hair day for Jimmy. Terrell Buckley, a guy we took a chance with, made the big play on Reed at the 1, made the bigger play for the touchdown. 21-7 Dolphins over the Bills for Jim Kelly, one of his worst days ever at the office.
No matter what happens, it's set up for me to do something wrong. Throw it past Andre, feeling that we're down to the 2-yard line, and more can happen. I mean, intentional grounding on me throw an interception, the range of pours, and it was coming down in buckets on me. I let our team down today. I didn't do what, hold up to my part of the bargain. I was supposed to get these guys in the end zone. I didn't do it, period.
Did the booing upset you today?
We deserve to be booed. I deserve to be booed. I set the urgency on myself to either get it done or get out there and let Todd take over. I think I'm man enough to realize that if you can't get it done, I don't care what position you're playing, whether it's quarterback, running back, receiver, line, defense, special teams. If you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing out there, maybe move on to something else.
Never seen or heard Jim so down. They play the Jets next week. If anyone can pick it up, it's Jim Kelly. But maybe Marv has some decisions to make, although never bank against Kelly. Well, on paper, despite all their struggles, the Buffalo Bills seem to have an easy one with the Jets. After all, the Jets were 0-7. The Bills...